All right, so we're in the entrance. We came in from the back, that view we showed you in the parking lot, and take us through what we got going on.
So what you have here is this is going to be a double French door entrance. Beautiful double French door entrance. You're going to come in, and this is essentially an open concept living. You know, I did a video the other day on Visture Property Group's Facebook page, and we talked about making a property open concept.
Yeah.
You know, you buy a lot of older properties, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get, you know, properties with a lot of walls, a lot of issues in them.
Yep.
And you want to make it open concept, and the trick to making things open concept is actually that beam.
Yeah, that is a massive beam.
Yeah, so we've created 3 beam structures here in order to make it open concept. This used to have a bunch of walls in it. We've opened it completely right up. So that beam is really the secret to this. And in here right now, you're actually sitting pretty much at the island. Right. So this whole thing right along your back there, that's all going to be kitchen.
Yep.
Okay, kind of where that workstation is now.
Yep.
That's going to be kitchen. Then you're going to have an island that's going to come out here.
Awesome.
And so your dining room, you're going to be looking out, Mitch, right outside of this amazing view while you're sitting down having dinner at the. We got a big, beautiful 6-foot island.
Use of it.
Yeah, huge. So this right here, so your entrance, you come kind of into the main space, and over there's your living area. And right here is a big 6-foot picture window.
Awesome.
Again, looking at the views, right? That's what this property is all about. It's all about the views. It's all about the location. So open concept here. This is our main bathroom here, which is going to have all the amenities. And this property, even though it's not huge in terms of space, it's about just under 1,000 square feet. You're going to have 1.5 bathrooms. So it's going to be your full bathroom, and then over there I'll show you, you're going to have your half bath.
Awesome.
And actually this property has a super cool feature that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
Should I tell you?
Absolutely.
Is this a place where I'm going to reveal? Let's do it. Okay, so come this way. Okay, so your 1.5 bathroom is going to be right here, okay? And this is going to be your laundry area right there, okay?
Yeah.
Now, this door, which used to be a front door, we're going to keep this as a door.
Yeah.
And this could either be used as a bedroom, but most likely what it'll be used as is a office.
Okay.
And because a lot of people work from home these days.
Yeah.
A lot of people have small businesses. A lot of people have side hustles. A lot of people have these things. They're bookkeepers on the side. They're agents. They're whatever, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be able to live here.
Yeah.
Have that view. Have this location. Be able to have your office, which is a big 100 square foot office. Very nice size office.
Separate entrance.
Separate entrance.
Awesome.
And then you're going to have a door here with a half bath for your client, so your client doesn't have to go through the house.
That's awesome. That's beautiful.
Right? So pretty cool feature and creativity in terms of what the future generations are going to want.
Totally. Will it have any commercial designation in terms of being able to operate as a business with signage, or
no? Well, yes in the sense that anyone can operate their small business from home.
Right.
Anybody can have a little small office in their home, and their signage has to be less than, there's bylaws.
Yeah.
I forget. I think it's whatever it is.
I
think it's 30 inches by 30 inches. I'm not sure. Check your local bylaws.
Check your local bylaws. Yeah,
I'm not taking responsibility for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be an amazing place for or even
busy street, lots of foot traffic there.
Yeah. And it's not so much like a retail business. That's not what this is for. But it's for an office, somebody that works from home a lot.
Yeah.
It's also not from someone who necessarily has a side hustle or a business. Could also just be someone who works from home.
For sure, absolutely.
The average individual, especially in Peterborough with the 407, which I know you want to talk about.
Yeah.
People are more and more moving to Peterborough. They work in Toronto or in GTA 1-2 days a week, but they work from home 2-3 days a week.
Big time.
This is where they're going to work.
That's awesome.
That way they have a separate space.
So what is, I love seeing the transition, because there's been so much change in the way people use their space. Example, home office and stuff like that, the open concept nowadays versus do you know what the layout was before?
Yeah, so there was essentially before there was 3 bedrooms before, and what we did is we kept the 3 bedrooms. Essentially we did a 2+ den or a 3 bedroom. So that's 1 bedroom there, which are right behind you.
Yep.
This is the other bedroom. So if we come in here, this is the 2nd bedroom here, and this is the closet for this room, and this is the closet for that bedroom.
Okay.
Right? So there used to not be any closets.
Right.
We've added closets. Very important. If you're doing renovations, you've got to add closets.
For sure. Yep.
So closets have been added. Bedroom sizes are just as big. Plus we've got, because what we've done is we made the den or the third bedroom or the office a little bit smaller. It would be a great smaller bedroom, a great kid's bedroom, or an office. And I think most of the use is going to be office space.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's awesome. So, and then this space back here that you've opened up.
Yeah.
Was it originally the kitchen as well? Bathroom?
Yes, it was a different configuration.
Yeah.
It had walls. It had sort of knee walls and other walls that were in there. We've opened it up quite a bit.
Yeah.
But there was the kitchen living in that area already.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's interesting. I can see it's whenever you use any of this old structure and work within it, I know the challenges. It's always going to be, it's a trim worker's delight at the end.
You know what though, Mitch? You're actually reminding me, it actually used to be a 2-bedroom. And the way and I'm just remembering now, sorry, we got a lot of projects on the go at Visture. So the reason is because that used to be the main door. And when it would come in, there would be stairs to go upstairs.
Right.
And it was illegally separated.
Right.
Okay. We've taken that separation out and we've put the upstairs entrance outside.
Right.
So we've created more space. We added about 100 square feet down here of livable space by moving the stairs outside.
I'm sure that application has uses for quite a few people in these instances where stairs take up so much space, physically and in terms of the usable space, in terms of what you can do all around the stairwell.
Yeah.
You can see, so he's got that, there's a ladder going up there, and that's just going to be totally closed off, filled in with flooring upstairs.
100%. That'll be, and what you'll have there is you'll have entrance upstairs. It'll be two completely separated units. With firewall separation, everything based on bylaws, local building rules.
I love it. So lots of creativity, lots of thinking about the best use, and I guess what are the biggest challenges going through the process? Once you've come up with the overall vision, you go, okay, let's get this done, let's do it.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend necessarily, Mitch, this kind of project for the beginner investor. You know, Visture Property Group's been doing this for almost a decade now. We've done a ton of brand new builds. We've done a ton of big rehabs like this. So, you know, we're comfortable with this. There's nothing that we're going to run into in this kind of project that we're uncomfortable with.
Yeah, so I'm looking at sistering. Joyce, did you have to do that across the board, or did pick and choose?
Picked and choose. So when there's 2 fires in this property, and when the insurance company came through with the engineers, they decided which ones we had to sister. We actually sistered the bulk of them. As a result of just going above and beyond. You know.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Do it right once while you've got it uncovered.
But this, you know, you talk about decisions. So like these beams, for example. These beams, the size of these beams, the weight bearing load, all of these questions, these are all answered by engineers. I mean, you know, I didn't decide that we're going to do 4. The engineer in the drawings told us you got to use 4 beams. For sure.
Now this is a massive beam and post. Was there anything you had to do downstairs to accommodate for that point?
Absolutely, yeah. We had to pour a whole new foundation, a whole new footing there, which we did. And again, these are the kinds of things that scare a lot of investors away, and rightfully so. I mean, it's not like it's an easy thing to do. But you get comfortable over time. For sure.
So I guess this project, like you said, if you didn't have a full suite of people on deck ready to go, plan like. Designer, engineer, tradespeople that you trusted, and you get accurate quotes on doing something like that footing, you're gonna get stalled out. You may never pull the trigger on a project.
Well, I've actually heard of I know of a lot of real estate investors who get involved in projects like this, and they actually get stalled out. They actually end up abandoning the project. So you know, that doesn't have to happen. People just need the help. So. You know, if somebody's watching this and they're stalled out in their project, reach out to me, you know, and let me know. I'm happy to help you get through the process.
Awesome.
Because this is what Peterborough needs in order to add inventory to fix our housing shortage.
For sure. And it's Peterborough, Ontario wide, really. I'm reading lately the numbers of new units coming online is so low, and people aren't leaving old units because they've got existing rents that they're never going to beat if they come back into the marketplace some other way.
Well, actually, there's a lot of people that want to upgrade. They want to get to the next level of unit. They want to get into a premium unit, but there's nothing out there. So they can't. So they don't move up because there's no inventory up. So, there's a big debate in terms of, do we need low income housing? Do we need middle income housing? Do we need luxury or premium housing?
Yeah.
We need all of it.
Everything.
So yes, we need low income housing. We need all of it, because if we can add inventory in the luxury side or the premium side, it'll allow
people out of some units.
It'll pull people up. It'll free up some of the low income housing. And you're right, this is actually across Canada.
Yeah.
This is not only in Ontario, it's not only in Peterborough, this is across Canada, because we have a ton of immigration coming to this country.
That's it, just tidal waves of people.
Yeah. And we just need, people are staying at home. As you know, Mitch, I'm the Chief Growth Officer for Rain Canada. And we're a research-based education company that we teach real estate investors how to invest in this business of real estate. And what's funny is that what's pushing this market is the wave of immigration. But it's also people and the millennials staying at home longer than ever before. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So there's so many different factors. In Peterborough with the 407, this is only contributing even more. This is not a short-term issue. This is going to be a very long-term issue.
We need lots of units, and we need them consistently for years to come.
Oh yeah. We have projects going on all over East City. We have projects all over Peterborough, and it's not going to be enough. Yeah. We're still going to need more.
Yeah. So I agree, and I'm interested. What's your thoughts on bringing units on for individuals right now looking to do between low end, mid, high end, and trying to decide where the most opportunity is? Of course, municipalities are always pushing for more low end units, and rightfully so. It needs to be serviced. Why wouldn't somebody service that area? What are the roadblocks there?
You mean in terms of lower end units?
Yeah.
Like lower end rentals?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all a question of what business you want to be in. We were talking about this the other day. Within the real estate investment business, there's different businesses within that.
Yep.
There's construction, there's renovation, there's property management, there's all these various businesses. And you just got to choose who you want your client to be, essentially. There's probably, from a real estate investment perspective, it's a great investment no matter where you go in the marketplace if you follow the system.
Yeah.
And companies like Rain Canada, the Real Estate
for
Investment
sure.
Network, that's
Absolutely.
where you learn these systems.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of real estate investors get hurt. They don't get educated.
Yeah.
They don't learn the systems. They end up just making willy-nilly decisions, and you can get wiped out in real estate making willy-nilly decisions.
Speaking of that, I've been working through with a handful of clients and people who are just initially getting into it, and they'll say, "Hey, Mitch, I saw this place. Looks like a good buy. What do you think?" And you look at they haven't included X amount of numbers, a percentage for vacancy, haven't included anything for property management. They're assuming they're going to do it themselves, which even if they are, they're not paying themselves anything on payroll to do that. They're giving up their time for free. And so someone will bring a property forward, and it looks like it's going to cash flow probably $200 a month, and they think, well, that's X amount a year.
Yeah.
I'm paying into my mortgage, and really, what do I got to lose here? And as soon as I add in some vacancy, calculate a different insurance cost,
vacancy,
and then property management, they're way backwards, and so in terms of cash flow per unit and like ROI on your cash in. What would your advice be to people who are just trying to get rolling and haven't made an initial investment before?
Well, I would say number one mistake people make is they try to buy based on price.
Yep.
So they look at a property and they say, "Oh, I can afford a $250,000 duplex or a $300,000 duplex." That's mistake number one.
Yeah.
You gotta buy based on ROI, not based on price.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't have enough capital to buy a $500,000 duplex, but that's the right move, you may want to partner up with someone in order to buy that project. But don't buy a dog just because you have enough cash to pull it off. Yeah. That's mistake number one. Mistake number two is people are their own worst enemies. I call all beginner real estate investors, I call them creative accountants. Yeah. Because they make the numbers. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what they do is they don't factor in insurance, they don't factor in property management, they always leave out maintenance.
Yeah.
If you're buying a property that is not brand new, you need to factor in 10% of your income to maintenance. 10%.
So is that including capital expenditures, capex and repairs, or?
No, I mean, you're getting fancy with the capex terms, and I know what you mean, but just budget 10%. If it's for of your revenue, so let's just say you're bringing in 15 grand a year in rent, budget 1,500 for maintenance. You're gonna need a new hot water tank once in a while. You're gonna need these things. If you don't budget it, you're gonna pay one way or the other. It's just it's just
whether the money was there or not.
That's right.
Is it line of credit or is it out of saved?
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's where people run into problems. Yeah. So I say at Rain Canada, we teach, if it's a new property, 5% maintenance. If it's an older property with years on it, you need 10% per year maintenance.
Wow.
Of your revenues, of your rental revenues. So that's number one.
Gross revenues.
Gross revenues. Yeah. Property management. You said it yourself. We teach if you're going to manage yourself, that's totally fine. But there's mistakes in that. And actually, at Visture Property Management, we actually give away a free training.
Yep.
So people go to our website at visture.ca, visture.ca. They can get a free training on property management.
Okay, that's cool.
So, and what we teach you how to do it right. But whether you pay someone else or whether you pay yourself, you got to pay someone to do it.
Dollars allocated to that, whether it's your
100%.
own. And how much should people be paying themselves if they're going to say, I got 2 or 3 properties on my books, I'm going in, I'm doing the snow removal, like what hourly rate, or how do they?
10%. 10% should be for property management. If you're going to do snow removal, that would be an hourly cost that you may pay yourself for that.
Yeah.
But you have to factor this stuff in.
Yeah.
The thing people miss, Mitch, is that real estate investing is a business. This building, just this one building, even if you own one building, one duplex, one single family, I don't care. It's a business. You have income, you have expenses, you have assets, you have liabilities, you have accountants, you have lawyers. You got to do marketing. You have clients called tenants. This is a real business.
For sure.
So you can't just run it willy-nilly, and it's also not, it's a business, but it's also a business that is funding your financial security and your financial certainty. So treat it as such.
For sure. Yeah, that's so have a roadmap, follow an existing plan. Don't try and just go in and say like, this property looks like it's going to make me $150 a month. Let's do it. What can go wrong? But
and I would say get educated.
Yeah.
Partner up with good companies.
Yeah.
Companies, whether it's Visture, whether it's someone else, partner up with someone who's been in this business, who's in this business.
Try and add some value to them and get in on a project.
At Visture Property Management, we work very closely. Like our specialty at Visture Property Management is to work with investors, local investors that have between a single family, a duplex, threeplex, or fourplex. That's our specialty. Most other property management companies worry about the big buildings. We don't do big buildings. We only do small stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's where investors like you and I hang out. That's what I like. That's what I know. That's what I like to do.
Yep.
So, but we a lot of our clients, we educate them on how much they should be charging for rent.
Yep.
I tell you this story, Mitch. We have a client. We just came over to Visture Property Management. He was charging $1,300 a month in rent. We're going to get him $1,900.
Wow. So
he was way undercharging, didn't even know.
So how did you get the rents up? Was it there obviously was a vacancy in the unit?
Yeah, vacancy in the unit, a couple minor repairs, bring that rental up to the next level.
Yep.
A great, beautiful, excellent location right in the teacher's college.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Rents have gone up. Other people do. I have another client did the opposite. Their place is worth $1,800 a month. They were asking $2,400 a month. It's been sitting empty for 6 months.
Right.
But the market is the market.
Yeah.
You don't try to over rent your place. You shouldn't charge less than it's worth. You just got to be on par with the market. That's the way to get the best ROI.
Yeah, I've actually heard. I just read something about that recently. And it's changing so quickly, and of course, it's not the same database like you have in organized real estate sales, where we can look at solds and really analyze them, and you're looking at Kijiji and classifieds. You see what people are asking, you see what buyers are searching for, you see what sellers are listing at, but you don't see what they actually got leased out at. So we don't have that hardcore database. And I don't know myself, I've always just looked at the top, what's out there at the top, what's sort of the middle, and then I thought, where does my unit sit in this quality, and then maybe shoot if you shoot 50 or $100 high, if things change, are they actually getting rented out? And then if it doesn't rent right away, maybe you can drop it in a month, but you don't want to sit for what's longest you would want to sit. And
as little as possible.
Like
we've at Visture, we have a very good track record. Typically not sitting empty on any units longer than we have to.
Yeah.
And we're not going months empty unless there's an issue with the unit that we're trying to fix, which is possible.
Yeah.
But you said something interesting there, Mitch, which is there's no database.
Mm-hmm,
There's no place to go. There are tools like Pad Mapper and seeing average rents.
Yeah.
And there's stuff like that. But that's why working with a local property management sometimes is helpful because I'm in the game every day.
The more units you're renting, that's how you really...
I know what you can get for your unit just by walking through it. And the average person who has one property or two properties, they're renting their place every 2 or 3 years. So they don't have a pulse on the market like a property management company does, for example. And the other thing, there are strategies that we teach at RAIN in order to test the market, we call it. That's also possible to do.
For sure. So that brings a question to mind for me. Do you guys offer rental without the active management afterwards? Like when you just rent a property, they take care of the property management, but you'll find the tenant?
That's the only two services we offer at Visture. We offer tenant placement. So what we do is we find the client, we show your property, we sign you a lease, and then we place the tenant and you take over. And then you don't have a monthly fee. So we charge you once, we place the tenant, and that's that. And then we have our turnkey property management.
So it's two separate
services. Two separate services.
Yeah, awesome.
And if you get the turnkey service, it includes the tenant placement. But if you want just a tenant placement, you can pay for that. And that's,
good to know.
You can do that.
Awesome.
And a lot of some of them, I would say probably only 10% of our clients do that. Because the turnkey includes it. They figure, well, just take the turnkey stuff.
Because you're already Well,
you get as being in the property management business, we're equipped to handle the phone calls every day, the tenant problems, the toilet problems. We call them the tenant and toilet problems. The water. We're equipped to handle that. We have our own staff. We have our own construction company. We have our own crews. That stuff gets really cumbersome for the average individual who's got a job, who's got a family, who's got 2 kids, who's trying to get them to hockey and all that stuff. And then a tenant calls, he's like, That's just a reality.
Or doesn't call and it's happening anyways, and you haven't seen a unit in 6 months, and it's
100%. 100%. I tell you tons of horror stories. But again, that's why I say get educated. All of this goes away with awareness and education. You could really... the real estate business is a phenomenal business to secure your financial certainty, to take care of your family, for your retirement, to create active and passive income. But you have to do it right.
For sure.
Because it can wipe you out if you do it wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, hey, I'm sure we got a lot of good stuff in there. We should probably, I'm thinking for our sake, we can cut. It's like, should we get into the sun? I'm like, man, I feel my toes starting to go.